What's good, beauties? It's your girl Bellamecia, and I'm back with another video. So in this video, I just wanted to talk to you guys about how I knew that I was pregnant before I actually found out that I was pregnant. So there was a lot of like early signs and symptoms that I kind of, ignored and pushed to the side, because your girl was in a little bit of denial when she found out that she was pregnant, okay? But you cannot ignore the red flags, the signs, the symptoms. Sometimes they are as bright as daylight. I don't know. But other times they can be like, misconstrued for like, you being on your period. So it's kind of like this area of like limbo, like, am I pregnant? Am I not? Is my period about to come? Is it not? Like, what should you do? So I'm here to pretty much like talk to you guys about what I went through, and hopefully this will help any of you guys out there that are just on the fence trying to figure out if you're pregnant or not. Also, if you're new to my channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Don't forget to turn on the little notification bell so you'll be up to date with all of the new videos that I have. So without further ado, let's get started. The first sign that you can be aware of is when your period's late. My period definitely was like 4 to 5 days late, and for me that wasn't really something that stood out, just because like my period doesn't normally come the same time every month. I didn't really think too much of it. I just was like, okay, like it can be here any day now, so I'm gonna go put a light day, in my underwear, just so I won't have any accidents. The second thing that I experienced during this time was I didn't have an appetite, you guys. If you guys know me, like y'all know like I love to eat, like I appreciate a good meal. So if your girl is not eating, like something is up, okay? I like, like acai bowls, like fruit bowls, or like salads, or like, oh my god, Chipotle. Like, you guys, I love Chipotle like nobody's business. And for some reason, whenever I walked into a Chipotle, like that crap just made me sick. Like, it made me sick to my stomach when someone was eating it.
Hold on. What?
If I smelled like the scent of Chipotle, like that thing just like made me like so queasy. My mom made this beautiful salmon dinner one Sunday, and like as soon as I smelt it, I was just like, oh my god, what? Like, I was so confused. Like, I literally didn't know why my body was reacting this way to my favorite food. It was a weird time for me, but again, I just thought that I was coming down with the flu. I did not think at all that like I was pregnant. So the third thing that definitely stood out to me now that I think about it was my boobs. Now, normally when my period is approaching, my boobs get really, really tender, really sensitive to touch, and they get kind of like swollen. So I did experience those symptoms. So I didn't really think that it had anything to do with like being pregnant. I just thought, it was regular period symptoms. Like, it didn't jump out at me. But for some reason, when I went to the doctor, this is around the time that I first found out, my doctor, she was doing my, regular breast exam during my gynecologist appointment, and she was just like, oh, like your boobs feel like fibrous tissues. And I'm just like, what the heck is that? Like, I did not have a clue what that was. And then she was just like, oh, it's usually like, a sign that you're like pregnant. And I'm like, no, I'm not pregnant. Like, my period's about to come. My boobs usually get tender around that time. Like, no, there's no way. Yeah, the boobs were definitely, a little bit more, voluptuous than I guess when I had my period. And my boyfriend actually noticed that too. It was maybe a little bit of denial, a little bit of like me thinking it's like period symptoms, but that definitely was a sign that something was up. So the fourth symptom that I felt to me was more related to period than pregnancy was cramps. Like, your girl was feeling regular period cramps, and that just led me to believe like, like my period really is coming any moment now. I did not think anything other than period, you guys. Like, comment down below if you can relate. Like, if you ever got like a pregnancy scare and it just was your period, because the signs are like so synonymous. You're gonna hear me say this like a lot throughout the video. So basically, I felt the cramps like around nighttime. For me, they weren't really severe. So I felt the cramping. I was just like, okay, the period's coming. We're just waiting for that to like, you know, surpass. All right, so the next sign that I was, I guess, pregnant was that I was very emotional, okay? I took the littlest things to heart. Like anyone that said anything to me, like I would literally like bark on them. Like even at school, like my friends were like, oh, I was really snappy around this time. They would ask me a simple question about like the review for our exam, and I would just be like, oh, why don't you do it yourself? I would literally I was just like a bitch. I didn't realize that it was related to, you know, the pregnancy symptoms, but my attitude, I guess, according to everyone else, did change. I don't really think it did, or maybe I'm in denial again, I don't know. But I just feel like everything that everyone said, I took it to heart. I just didn't feel like myself, so I was just very standoffish. I didn't want anyone in my space. I didn't really want to like talk to anyone. I was just very combative around that time. So the next sign symptom that I was going through was that I was always cold. Normally I do get cold quite often. Sometimes I think I'm like anemic, but I have not been diagnosed anemic, so I'm not gonna, you know, put that into the universe. But yeah, I was like extremely cold. Like I'll have my hoodie on, I'll have my jacket zipped up, and like my friends would be like, yo, like, are you good? Like, are you like sick? And like I really felt like I was coming down with something. Like my body just felt like it was like in some type of shock, because like I said, I'm normally cold, but I guess I just felt extremely cold. I don't know if that makes sense. Like I was laying up a little bit too early, you know. I think it was around July, August that, you know, it wasn't even that cold outside, but for some reason your girl was just always cold. So I just found that to be like kind of weird, kind of not. I just thought I was like getting sick, you guys. All right, so the main sign symptom that I knew like, yo, something was up. Like I was like, yo, the jig is up. Like I need to go to the doctor. Like something is not right. Your girl was so tired. Like I'm talking about like exhausted, beat off of doing not a goddamn thing, okay? Something was literally taking over my body, and like I could not control it. I would literally come home, be studying, fall asleep, wake up from studying, fall asleep, wake up in the morning, fall asleep while I'm eating, go on the train, fall asleep, go to class, be knocked out the whole entire class, and after class want to go home and sleep. Like my urge for sleeping was real. Like I just never experienced anything like this. I was just OD tired. Like I did not want to go out. I wanted to sleep and sleep some more, and anyone that wanted to sleep with me was literally like my best friend. Honestly, I feel like some of my sleeping habits kind of rubbed off on Dimitri, because he was sleeping right with me. Like yeah, that boy, listen. But yeah, so the last symptom that I experienced was craving foods that I wouldn't normally crave. So I already told you guys, like I didn't really have the urge to eat or like an appetite, but like as like time progressed, like I found myself craving stuff I wouldn't normally eat, such as burgers. I haven't ate like a beef burger in probably almost 2 years now. It's been a while. Like I normally get like veggie burgers or salmon burgers or like Beyond Burgers or Impossible Burgers. Like I don't really get like beef burgers or even a turkey burger. Like a girl will kill a turkey burger, but I was craving like big, beefy, juicy drippings like from the grill burgers, and like that is not something normal for me. I also started craving chocolate, and I find this to be so funny because like normally I only crave a little bit of chocolate like when I'm on my period. So again, this can go into the whole period swimming pool category, you feel me? Alright you guys, so that is all the early signs and symptoms that I experienced before finding out that I was actually pregnant. Now, I know everyone's, you know, pregnancy is different. So if you don't see any of these signs, like it is okay. But if you have experienced any signs that I have not mentioned in this video, be sure to drop them in the comment section down below. I know it's a scary thing to think about, like, you know, you being pregnant. Like me being pregnant, like right now at 21 weeks, like I still can't believe it. Like I still wake up every single day looking at my belly like, what the actual fuck? I'm extremely happy, we're extremely happy, like this is a blessing, but it's just so scary to think that a little tiny human is growing inside of me right now as we're speaking. Like it's so unbelievable, but like this is life. This is like the miracle of life. It's a beautiful thing, so definitely don't be scared. Better safe than sorry, so definitely get checked out. Anyways, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. I'll see you in the next video. Bye beauties.